Hi, I'm Jeff Goodman and welcome to scubaverse.com. Today I'm going to be looking at the Insta360 X5 camera and the two underwater housings that you can get with it. I'll just take the lens protector off the camera. I did a full review of the previous model of this, the X4, and I'll put a link to that on the written intro to this review. So the X5, what's different? Well, you buy something and it's amazing, but then the next year the technology is going to get better, and this is no exception to that at all. The X5 has 4 to 8K resolutions and has dual sensors. Triple AI chips, so it's amazing for 360 pure video. Comes with the selfie stick, of course, and you extend that one out, put the camera on it, and it is totally invisible really. If you hold the stick right, you can't see it at all, and it then looks like you have a cameraman somewhere hanging in the sky or wherever you are filming you. Incredible. So you do have the two lenses, one filming forwards, one filming back, and then when you put it through the software stitches the seams together. You then in the software can literally rotate wherever you want on that image in a 360 globe. So I can be filming here, and if I want to see what's behind me or myself or above, or I want to zoom around, I can just do that in the software with no loss in quality at all. Very hard lenses on this model. But one interesting little feature that Insta360 have done is they've given a spare lens. And that's quite remarkable. That's a really nice thing. I mean, accidents do happen, and what can you do? Well, what you can do is you can change the lens. So it's in the case here. I won't take it out because I don't want to get fingerprints on it without actually using it. They give you a little removal tool and a puffer brush to clean it. And then you simply take the damaged lens off, pop the new one on. The menu system is pretty well as it was with the X4. And just looking through it, the menu itself is so intuitive and easy to read. So for example, if you want to change the mode, you have all your selections here: video, photo, interval, burst, etc. It goes on through a lovely selection of different camera modes. Let's go back to video. And then again, if you want to change the settings, you've got 4K, and that goes through then to 8K, and you can also change your shutter speeds or frame rates here as well. So at the moment I'm set on 4K at frame rate of 30. Close that one down, then you have a full menu set up here, with all the parameters that you could possibly want, your settings for your picture quality, to customize buttons, etc., etc. It just, I mean, it's just very, very comprehensive. Closing that side down, then we have further settings here to set your color balance, EV values, auto, manual. It's everything you want, really. Close that one up again. Then you've got your playback, so you can scroll through those. So the camera on its own is good down to 15 meters, 49 feet. If you want to go deeper, there is the standard underwater case. And this is absolutely brilliant. It is made of perspex, so you do have to be very careful with scratching it. You really want to take care of it and wash it thoroughly after each dive. Also, as normal, you know, check the O-ring that there's no sand or anything in it. The camera sits in, closes down nice and snugly. You then put the camera into underwater mode or housing mode, and then that then lets the camera know that it's in the underwater case and will adjust the software accordingly. If you forget to do it and you get underwater, you can actually do it with one of the two buttons that's on the side. But as I say, really delicate. You do have to take care of it. One of the things about it, especially when you have the selfie stick on it, is the positioning of the housing. Against all instinct, you don't want it facing you really. You want it as so the lenses are either side. Now that seems really quite strange when you're doing it, but believe me, it does work. So selfie stick must then be absolutely straight, no twist or bend on it, and then the software will blend it all together and you won't see the stick or the fact you're holding it or anything. It's absolutely fantastic. One word of caution with this, and it's one I've learned to my expense, is that if you can, hold the camera absolutely steady. Now I know that's not always possible. If you get up and down movement, not quite so bad. If you do a twisting movement, then you may notice little glitches in where the software can't stitch things together quite quickly enough. But you can get away with an awful lot as well. But anyway, that's the position of it. And then if you've got the sun above you, you know, you're not going to get flare and all the rest of it. So let's pop that one out. Now, if you really want to go to the next stage, this is the ×5 Invisible Housing Dive Case Pro. It's huge, but I tell you what, it really works. Let's open that up, pop the camera inside, and for all intents and purposes, it's the same function as the other case as well. Oh, just got the, make sure the catches are in, there we go, in right. The difference being that this is made from pro grade glass. So the, excuse me, the optics are superb, the clarity is fantastic, and of course it's not going to scratch so easy. Nevertheless, do be careful with it and do wash it thoroughly as well. The thing, I mean, other than all the fantastic things you can do on the surface, you know, motorboat riding, skiing, surfing, whatever the rest. Underwater, it's a fabulous thing to use. I usually just mount it on the side of my rig here. So I've got the Ace Pro here and the little camera, and I just set that there. It then films everything I can see. It films me. It films anything above, and it's just a fantastic, useful tool to have there. However, you can have a lot more fun. I took it for a dive, put it on the selfie stick, and as well as filming myself, there was a lovely shoal of pout whiting inside a little crack and a cave inside the rocks. So I was able to just push very carefully, so it's not to scratch the lens, push the camera on the stick right inside, and then get that impossible angle of looking out of the little crack or cave, past the fish, to me as the diver, holding it very steady. And then also, as well as that review, I could then in the software pan the camera around and see inside the cave and come back out again. The possibilities is just endless what you can do, really. I love it. Absolutely fantastic system. There's so much information available on these little cameras, far more than I actually want to cover in this short review. So I would encourage you, please do look at their website and you can get all the details you need from that. So the Insta360 X5 and the two alternative underwater housings.